I was fired from my job yesterday. I've never been fired from anything in my life, so it's like very weird and foreign to me. I didn't really think this is something that would ever happen to me, ever. Um, it never crossed my mind. I don't know. I don't doubt my skill set or anything like that. Um, they didn't even give me a reason when they did it, and they said that they don't have to because in my contract that's what it says. um, and they just did it. Like, they just said, as of today, that's it. It's at will. And, there was no warning beforehand. Like, if I was doing something wrong, they never had a discussion with, like, it was just, like, a very stressful, not everything's been stressful in my life lately, so it's been stressful. It was a stressful moment. My my coworker just like texted me before and was like, Did you leave? And I was just like, no, I was fired. So I guess they're just not saying anything about it to anybody. Like they're not even saying Gina's no longer with us. Like, I don't know. Um, Immediately started like making an editing reel and applying to like production companies and stuff like that. I think that'd be something that would be really cool. This is just like terrifying because like I feel like I'm really trying to get somewhere. Get an apartment. Get somewhere. And it's like one step forward, two steps back every time. Like, I didn't know that life could ever be this stressful. Um, since last November, it's like my whole life has been it's just a constant state of stress. Um, Not knowing what's coming next. Instability, really. Like, right now, I feel like I'm caught in a tornado. And I'm just trying to grab onto my things and grab onto something, and everything's flying away. And my house is crumbling, and everything's flying away. Like, no stability. Like, I don't know if it was a big mistake to work full time, do a full time internship, and when I'm not doing that, I'm in school. I'm in like full time college, like at the same time, and then try to do other things on top of that. Like, it's been and my parents moving across the country, me having to figure out what the hell I'm doing, where I want to live, how I'm gonna maintain my relationship, because long distance is terrible, terrible, and I just wanted to come back to my home state. And it's like you have to always make these sacrifices. You can't make everybody happy. My parents are across the country. Here I am. I'm like hanging on by a thread. I'm not happy. I think this is like the lowest point of depression I've had since like 5th grade. And 5th grade was when it started and when it was the worst for months. Middle school was bad too. Some of high school was pretty bad, but now it feels like this is a whole different level of it. It has to do with so many different stressors. Things that really truly impact my life and what's happening in it next. It's like a roller coaster. I just crave like static, just stability, like that I had. At least I had the house that I had growing up, you know, for my whole life, and then everything went whew. And I'm calling a psychiatrist tomorrow. So I probably have to be medicated, for like my anxiety and depression, because I have like no motivation to ever do anything. My therapist has recommended it before, and now she strongly recommends it, and I never wanted to take pills. In my whole life, I never wanted to take them because I was afraid of becoming numb or something, or gaining weight. But is it really worth it to live like this? Probably not. Ugh. Like, I've never been more suicidal to the point where I don't want to even get into it because, like, I don't want people to get worried. But yeah, I've been pretty suicidal. Like, literally suicidal. So that's cool. So you gotta do something. At some point, you have to just do something. You can't just live like that. So cool, I'm calling a psychiatrist tomorrow. I'm not even afraid of the pills now. I'm just afraid because last time I tried going to a psychiatrist, they were like, you need to get blood work done, and I was like, I hate needles. I don't want to do that. And now I'm gonna have to do that because you have to. I hate needles so much. I really don't like to be the person that cries on the fucking internet, but I don't really care anymore. I just don't care anymore. At least I have a sliver, just a piece of my life right now and where it is. Because maybe in 10 years I can look back and say, wow, that was fucking terrible. I remember that. It was a great time that I was having. Or I won't be here in 10 years. Life isn't just easy. It's like, there's so much shit, dude. So much fucking shit. Ugh. So whatever. The only thing you really can do is just power through. Like a fucking crazy person. We're all crazy for wanting to live. We really are. But it's the only thing ingrained in us. That's the one thing in our DNA. Survive. Keep living. It's the best. Yeah, so that's my life right now. Everything's just wonderful. hope to God that I can look back, even in a month, and know that it was worth it to stick it out. There's gotta be light at the end of the tunnel. I'm embarrassed because it's like, I don't even want my parents to know about how I've been feeling. I've been suicidal for like years, like on and off. It's just like this feeling of purposelessness, just wanting to end it. Literally just having no motivation, literal depression, probably just literally depression. No sense of purpose. And I just haven't said a word to them because I don't want to burden them with it. I don't want them to worry. I don't want them to be scared or upset or think that I'm, because they're like old. And I don't need my mom's heart to collapse. They don't deserve that. Cool. Yeah, they're gonna have to find it all out. My therapist wants me to do that. My boyfriend wants me to do that. Because I can't just put my emotions, my depression on one person. It's wrong to do that. It's wrong. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to break the truth to them. It's like an awkward conversation to me. It's just like an awkward thing to talk about. Like an embarrassing thing to talk about. Cool.